A duo that's perfect together. That's Young Plumbing and Heating in Lenox. Young Plumbing and Heating is your local Lenox dealer, and they're committed to making your family's home comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of Lenox products to offer, Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call them today at 641-592-5611 to learn more about how you can experience the expert service and care offered by Young Plumbing and Heating.
Attention farmers, do you want the secret to healthier crops and more profitable harvest? It starts with Meltdown by BW Fusion. Trusted on millions of acres nationwide and thousands here locally for breaking down crop residue. Meltdown transforms crop residue into valuable nutrients, putting money back into your land. Boost your equipment performance, enhance the soil, and elevate your next year's crops. Turn residue into revenue with Meltdown sold and applied at Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Speed Queen washers and dryers, built for commercial use and now available for the home, are designed to last over 10,400 cycles or 25 years. But if you're an overworked multi-kids 10 loads a week kind of laundry doer, these machines may only last 20 years, even with Speed Queen's commercial quality metal components. So, buy a Speed Queen knowing you may be in for a mere 20 years of continuous use.
See Singlestat Hardware, your do-it-best store in Lake Mills, or at singlestatHardware.com.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Young Plumbing and Heating in Lenox. Young Plumbing and Heating is your local Lenox dealer, and they're committed to making your family's home comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of Lenox products to offer, Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call them today at 641-592-5611 to learn more about how you can experience the expert service and care offered by Young Plumbing and Heating.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lake Mills here for tonight's varsity matchup between AGWSR and your own Lake Mills Bulldogs. My name is Josiah Cleveland, joined here by Coach Bill Burns for tonight's pregame show brought to you by Young Plumbing and Heating in Lake Mills, specializing in residential and commercial plumbing and heating and cooling systems. Bill, it has been 8 days since Lake Mills last stepped on the gridiron. That one, of course, ended their year at St. Ansgar last year, 33-0. Excited to be back for the 2024 football year.
Absolutely. So, this time of year, the end of August, college football started last night. Tonight, around the state, there might have been some week 0 games a week ago, but basically tonight's the official opening night of high school football. So, once again, great night to be out here. Weather's great, perfect, and we're excited to see the new version of Lake Mills football for 2024.
Yeah, last year, of course, they had the first playoff victory in school history over Nashua Plainfield. They finished third in the district, of course, with West Hancock and St. Ansgar getting the home games for the postseason. Although Lake Mills, I believe, had a better record than Nashua. They were on the road, and they did go in and secure that playoff victory. So they're looking to build off of last year's success, but they will have to replace quite a few lost seniors for the Bulldogs, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, let's touch a little bit on AGWSR. Last year, of course, we were in Ackley. Unfortunately, we had technical issues. We were unable to stream the game at all. Thrilling victory for Lake Mills as they were down 7-2 at halftime and then scored 6 points in each of the third and fourth quarter to win that game against AGWSR.
Yeah, big pick six. Remember that from
that was huge.
Mr. Manis there. That was the difference. So, it was a good ball game.
Last year, the Cougars finished 3-6. Their final game of the year was an extra week victory over Central Springs, 48-12, as the Cougars were unable to make it to the postseason. They lose quite a bit of production due to the Cougars. Their quarterback is back. He is a senior this year. However, they lost their leading rusher, receiver, and tackler for AGWSR. The main guy, Caden Abbas, 196 of 296 team carries for 1,414 yards last year, 89% of the rushing yards for the Cougars, including 16 of the 18 rushing touchdowns. Gabe Niederhoff had the most catches and yards on the team, 12 for $157 and a score. And they do return only 2 catches and 11 yards on the receiving end of the offense. Defensively, Niederhoff had 30 tackles. Noah Klakeman had 54. Abbas, again, the main guy last year, 83.5 tackles. Riley Bonner, 22.5. Bryce Cruzen, 4.5. Aiden Heitland had 47. Eli Kuiper had a half. Jadrick Bowles had 5.5, and Carter Brown had 6, and then Talon Mutzer had 9.5. That's 263 of 366, about 72% of their tackles lost, including 7.5 of the 11 sacks.
Yeah, so they did play some younger kids last year, but just as you went through there, they lost a lot, and I think on paper here, it looks like Lake Mills is probably the favorite. And, the Bulldogs have battled a few injuries here in preseason, did not scrimmage last Friday night. So we'll talk more about that as we get in the game, but they're going to have everybody starting the game at least tonight. So,
all right, we're going to take a quick break. Be back for more pregame show here from Lake Mills.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Young Plumbing and Heating in Lenox. Young Plumbing and Heating is your local Lenox dealer, and they're committed to making your family's home comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of Lenox products to offer, Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call them today at 641-592-5611 to learn more about how you can experience the expert service and care offered by Young Plumbing and Heating.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
At Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, our ag and commercial lenders offer over 200 years of combined experience in agriculture and business lending. We offer financing solutions to help grow, start, and support farming operations and small businesses. FTSB specializes in operating, real estate, equipment, livestock, and FSA guaranteed loans. Contact FTSB today for your ag business needs. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the pregame show brought to you by Young Plumbing and Heating in Lake Mills. 1 week ago, Lake Mills lost one of their own as Mike Stentrud, legendary football player for Lake Mills, passed away at the age of 68. Mike graduated in 1974. He was heavily involved in athletics, fine arts, and FFA as a member of Lake Mills High School. He won a state wrestling championship in the unlimited heavyweight as a senior in 1974 in Class 2A. His football impact as a high schooler was well recognized as he became a IHSAA Hall of Famer for football in 1991. He played collegiately at Iowa State for 4 years. He was a part of 2 bowl games, the Peach Bowl in 77 and the Hall of Fame Bowl in 78. 3 of those 4 years, Iowa State finished with 8 wins in the Big 8. They were snubbed one of those years for a bowl. In 1977, he led the team with 101 tackles and 15 sacks. Those 15 sacks led the Big 8 conference, and he was a top pillar on that defensive line, a defense that led the Big 8 in all defensive scoring. And then his senior year, he had 86 tackles and 18 tackles for loss. He was a first-team All-Big 8 member in 77 and 78, as well as a second-team All-American in 1978. He was drafted in the second round of the NFL draft in 1979, 31st overall by the Houston Oilers. He would go on to play 11 years in the NFL with Houston, the Minnesota Vikings, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kansas City Chiefs, and Washington Redskins. He finished with 29.5 sacks, 6 fumble recoveries, and 2 interceptions. After football, Mike came back to Lake Mills and was heavily involved in the community. He was named to the Des Moines Register's 50 greatest Iowa high school football players back in 2018. And the visitation for Mike is from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock tomorrow, August 31st. That'll be at the Lake Mills High School gym. You are asked to use the foyer entrance on the west side of the building or the northwest doors. And his family requests casual attire at the visitation. Iowa State athletic clothes would be perfect. And then funeral will be Sunday on the 1st of September at 2 p.m., officiated by Pastor John Olson of Bethel Lutheran Brethren Church. The service will be in the gym as well, and it will be live streamed on the Schott Funeral Home website for those of you who are unable to attend in person. The full obituary for Mike can be found at SchottFuneralHomes.com. Bill, before we get to the starting lineup, anything you want to say about Mike Stentrud?
Sure. Mike did help me coach for 2 years. He ran our defense back in the late 90s, so obviously got to know him. You knew him before that, but he spent a couple falls with him, and then got to coach all three of his sons, Andy and Kevin and Michael, and then got to coach one of his grandsons for a couple years, and Aiden is playing tonight. So, yeah, just an iconic figure in Lake Mills in terms of, what he did on the football field, and then, just came back here and spent the rest of his time here raising his family back here in Lake Mills. But, certainly unexpected, and it was kind of a shock when it all went down. But so hopefully the Bulldogs can play well tonight and send him home with a victory.
Yeah, and as you said, Aiden, big part of this team, both sides of the football. He was received plenty of honors last year for his play, looking to improve on that as well. As we said last year, guess who? It's Aiden Stentrud. I anticipate we're going to say that quite a bit tonight as well. Yep. Starting lineups here for the defense of the Bulldogs as the captains go out for the coin toss. Aiden Stentrud is the left end. Josiah Keldall is the right end. Wyatt Hanna will be one of the defensive tackles. Opposite him will be Ethan Lawson. Leaf Rogness will be the linebacker, as well as Austin Steeney and Carter Christensen. Jeremiah Jensen will be the strong safety. The other safety is Landon Price, with cornerbacks Landon Christensen and Nash Delger. Starting lineups for the Cougars. The quarterback is senior number 11 Colin Wilms. Running backs will be number 20 Lane Rose and number 25 Eli Homeguard. Homeguard is a sophomore and Rose is a junior. Receivers number 24 junior Bo Starr and number 83 senior Easton Kearns. The tight end is number 37 junior Blake Willems. With the line being 51 sophomore Cale Dodd, 55 is senior Carter Roeder, 62 is sophomore Gage Van Lowe, 71 Clayton Van Lowe, a senior, and 78 senior, big 350-pound Diego Lazo.
Yeah, so, just kind of looking at these kids, and, I think potentially Lake Mills is going to have two of the better offensive and defensive linemen in North Iowa and maybe this part of the state in Aiden Stentrud and Wyatt Hanna. And those guys have paid their dues because they played a lot as freshmen on the offensive and defensive lines, and maybe they weren't quite ready, physically then, but each year they've gotten a little bit better, and they are bigger and stronger and faster this year. And I think 55 and 72 are going to cause a lot of problems on both sides of the ball. Gone is Logan Bacon. Gone is Bo Kaufman. Carter Christensen steps in as the number one fullback. And, Carter had 285 yards rushing last year, so he's got some experience. And Landon Price had over 200 yards rushing. So even though there's quite a few yards gone, there are quite a few yards back in terms of the rushing game. And, once we get on offense here, you'll see a little bit of a difference, and we'll talk about that as we get ready for the Bulldogs to receive the opening kickoff.
Yeah, speaking about the production loss, when I was doing the math, I did it for AGWSR, and they lost a lot like we went over. And then I did it for Lake Mills, and I was pleasantly surprised. The percentages weren't as high as I expected. I expected more 75+, and they were pretty much all in the 60s at the most. So, a lot of guys that do return, but they will miss the Kaufman and the Bacon for sure. But we'll see how this offense gets started here as the Cougars will set to kick it off from the 40-yard line.
Back deep are, looks like Delger. Or is that Steeny? Delger and Price.
Short kick will be received at the 35 by the Bulldogs, moving up towards the middle and getting brought down at the 36.
I think that's Leaf Rodney.
That was
freshman.
35.
On the return for the Bulldogs.
So Lake Mills will start at their own 36.
So the big difference you'll see on offense this year is the Bulldogs will be in a pistol formation, which just simply means Hayden Helgeson will not be under center. He'll be in a shotgun formation. Nothing else will really change. The fullback will still be right behind him. You'll see that number 42, Josiah Keldall, is in at tight end instead of being split out wide this year, so that's a little different look. But basically, they're still running triple option football.
Motion off the right side, handoffs to the back. Plenty of space, and he will be brought down.
Picks up about 5 yards.
After about a 5-yard pickup. Looks more like long. Oh, now they move it back a little bit. It does look like a 5-yard gain for Christensen.
Yep, nice hole there and good downhill running by Carter. So now we are going to go with 2 splits here. Keldall's out wide.
Here's the snap, and it will be a keeper as Helgeson pulled it back and will be brought down for a loss. Tackle for loss for the Cougars. Clayton Van Lowe, the man on the stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but 71 was in on the quarterback, and triple option football. Hayden Helgeson got a tough job. He's got 3 reads, and maybe he didn't read it correctly, or that kid just made a great play. We got 2 receivers to the left here.
Snap. Helgeson looking to pass for the first time. It's caught by Nash Delger. He's past the sticks, and he will have a first down completion. That'll be across midfield to the 49, so it's a pickup of 12 yards for Helgeson to Nash.
I think you'll see a big difference in Hayden Helgeson this year. He's listed at 175, and I think last year he was listed at 140. So he's put on a lot of good weight, and he looks the part of a senior quarterback.
Motion in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Christensen over to the right side. Off tackle. Falls forward for a gain of 7 or 8. Big pickup there for Lake Mills on 1st and 10. But we do have whistles as a flag has been thrown right past the line of scrimmage.
Legal procedure against the Bulldogs.
And it's going to go against Lake Mills.
And if you're watching at home and you want to try to zoom in, I think we've run, 4 plays, and Aiden Stenjut has put his defender on his back 2 out of the 4 that I've seen, and usually about 8 or 9 yards downfield. So he looks good.
And that's a surprise to absolutely nobody.
Correct. All right, so that puts us behind the sticks here a little bit. 1st and 15. See if we can get in the pitch phase of this offense.
Again, in the pistol, the handoff will go to Christensen. Looks like the similar, if not the same play. This time it'll be about 7 yards again. And I do not see any penalties, so this time the rush will stand for Christensen. He's now got 2 carries
we got
on the day.
Got the penalty back plus 2.
And they do give him 7. So it'll be 2nd and 8 here.
So in the pistol, Hayden Helgeson's footwork's a little bit different than obviously when he was under center, but we have a new center this year, and sophomore Calvin Rugness. Aiden Stenjut moved over to right guard.
It's going to be an option play, keeper for Helgeson, Looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard on the rush.
Not sure, but it kind of looked like to me we might have been able to get that pitched out on the edge to Landon Price, but
3rd and around 7.
Yep. So just on the other side of the 50. So, if we can get 5 or 6 here, then I would think Coach Kurtz would probably go for it.
3rd and 7 here. First drive of the season for Lake Mills. Back to pass. Helgeson's flush from the pocket. Tries to make a man miss, and a good leg tackle made by the Cougars as Helgeson will maybe get a yard or 2. It'll be 4th down from the 43-yard line of the Cougars.
Right at the 45.
Yeah,
45, is where they mark it.
Looks like we're going to go for it, which I thought we would.
4th and 5.
Coach Kurtz's philosophy is, if you're on the other side of 50 and it's 4th and 4 or 5 or less, then he's probably going to go for it. So we'll see what we got here. 2 receivers here split.
Helgeson takes the snap, pitches it back in the
room.
backfield, cuts upfield,
first down.
And just gets the first down marker. He needed to get to the 40. He got to the 39, and it'll be a first down for the Bulldogs.
Nice block out on the edge. We kicked him out, and then Landon cut up inside, which is what he's supposed to do there. And needed 5 and got 6.
First carry for Price, and the Bulldogs offense will keep it moving. First and 10 here from the Cougar 39.
So basically we got trips to the right, got a slot and 2 receivers. He's going to roll to the right. He's got a lot of space out there.
Now looking downfield, throws it to Price. That'll be thrown out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, as we have about 5 minutes into this first quarter. 7:11 left in the first quarter game clock.
Protection was good. Hayden had plenty of time. No pressure. I'm not sure if anybody was open underneath, but just a little bit of an overthrow.
So 2nd and 10 from the Cougar 39.
Ackley's in a 4-man front.
Low snap. The handoff will go to Christensen, and he's going to barrel his way up past the 30, down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
Huge hole. I don't think he didn't get touched till he got tackled there in the secondary. So. Yeah, so as I was saying, Ackley's in a 4-4 front there. 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers.
First and 10. Price in motion to the right. The handoff goes to 10. Christensen. He's gashed into the end zone.
Just short.
No,
Just
short. I read the lines wrong. There is a penalty down at the 14-yard line. So we'll see if this is upheld or if it's going to come back.
It's like holding or blocking the back.
It will be against the Bulldogs on a hold, so it will come back, unfortunately. He got that all the way up to the 2.
Penalty will be administered from the spot of the foul.
So instead of 1st and goal, Lake Mills will have 1st and long. Spot of the foul, actually. So.
Yeah, that's just a little off-tackle play. That's a designed off-tackle play. There's no option there or reading it. Hayden's just reversing out and giving it to Carter off tackle, and I think we blocked down and kick out with the guard there, guard or tackle there, and huge hole.
So 1st and 5 now, still a positive penalty. Handoff will go to Christensen. Couple good cuts as he'll get brought down from behind by, I believe that was 71. Clayton Van Lowe on the tackle, but a first down all the way to the 11. Christensen has close to 40 yards on already 4 carries.
We haven't seen toss yet. That's a play where we try to get to the edge. They run their toss, 28 or 29, to the man in motion. So Ackley's got a linebacker walked up on the line of scrimmage, so I actually have 5 men here because that same play. Oh.
And the ball came out. Did it? Poor handoff from Helgeson to Christensen. The ball came out, and AGWSR looks to come away with the recovery at the 10-yard line. So Lake Mills' promising drive will end in a disappointing fashion, and we'll see the Lake Mills defense here for the first time this season.
Yeah, and that was that same off-tackle play to the right side. It's just Carter just didn't handle the ball, so Sackley's coming out in shotgun.
Carry off to the right. Not a whole lot there, maybe 2 yards for number 25, Eli Homeguard.
So talking to Coach Budak, defense coordinator, he was pretty confident with the boys up front because there's a lot of experience there, but did mention that the linebacking core is pretty inexperienced. Carter Christensen's playing Mike his first year starting there, and we have a freshman in number 35, Lee Frogny, that's also playing linebacker. So some new faces in that linebacker group.
Willems takes the snap, gives it up the middle, and there's nowhere to go. Stentrud with the tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 7, gain of 0.
Austin Steeney's also the third linebacker there. Austin had played as a freshman, sophomore, did not play last year, so it's good to see him back out in the field. Hayden Helgeson had a little bit of a foot injury, so he's not playing defense. So hopefully as the weeks go along, he'll get in there on that side of the ball.
Willems in the shotgun. Quick pass to the left side, caught for the Cougars, trying to break plenty of tackles, and the Lake Mills Bulldogs will swallow him up. Gain of 2 or 3, and it'll be 4th and about 4 or 5. Looks like 4.
Yep, Landon Christian, he's filling in for Hayden out there, a junior, and he did a good job because the split came down to block our safety, and then he came up and turned it inside, and by the time he turned it inside, he got some help, so good job.
That was Bo Starr, one of their better athletes on the reception. They will set up to punt due to the Cougars, so forcing a 3 and out. The Bulldogs defense do. High snap, and it's going to be caught. Trying to get it off, and he will.
Peter.
And a friendly bounce for the Cougars as it'll go all the way up to the 40-yard line after it landed about the 25. So 15-yard roll upfield for the Cougars. What was a disastrous snap turned out to be an okay play at the end of it. Lake Mills will have their second drive starting at the Cougar 40. Punter was number 32, Kingston Holman, a sophomore.
He did a really good job getting rid of that.
Delay here as we have got a late substitution for AGWSR, and now we're ready for play.
Lake Mills comes out with a tight end. Some twirl motion. There's the pitch phase. He's got some room.
Price breaks the tackle. Now upfield. Tries to go to the outside. He does. He's got some space, and he will be brought out of bounds. Inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. Bulldogs on the big pitch and run to number 4, Landon Price.
Yeah, Landon, new to our school last year. He came in, was a huge addition to the football team, and he just made their best player, number 24, I think, Starr, missed that tackle, and he's got some giddy up. He can get out and go.
1st and goal from the 8, so that's a 32-yard rush. Handoff up the middle.
Carter.
Roder making the tackle.
I think one concern the coaches had coming in since they didn't scrimmage last week is, and it's not super hot, but it's still 73 degrees, is how will the kids hold up in terms of their conditioning, cramping, stuff like that. So, hopefully the weather not being super hot will help with that. But it's always nice to get a game under your belt or a scrimmage for conditioning-wise.
Scheduled to scrimmage in Forest City last week and pulled out with some injuries and wanted to be healthy here for week 1. Delayed handoff to Christensen, and it looks like he might lose a yard after the Second and goal from the 4 will bring up a third and goal from the 5.
Third and goal.
Yeah, it's that same play. We had success first drive, and Ackley did a really good job shutting that down.
Movement on the stop for the
I wouldn't be
Bulldogs.
surprised if we didn't go with the toss here.
Third and goal, Bulldogs.
Maybe to the wide side and try and let Price or Jeremiah Jensen just run to the edge.
We'll see what coaching staff draws up here.
Well, we're going to go trips. So we got trips to the left, which we got a wing and 2 receivers.
Helgeson takes the snap, rolls out to the left. He's got some space, and now he'll be brought down as that one will go down for a loss of 1
And for a loss
on the run.
AGWSR making the tackle. Bringing up fourth and goal.
4th and goal from the 6 now for Lake Mills.
7-yard line.
You know, they're playing man there, and there's not as much room to cover there, so Ackley did a good job. We're gonna try a field goal here with Nash.
Nash was the kicker last year as
Was
well.
a field goal by Nash Delver.
25 yards, looks like.
Here's a snap. It's low, and brought down in the backfield is the holder.
Covered up by the Bulldogs, but the
So a turnover on downs as the snap was low, never had a chance, and Helgeson tried to make a play out of it, but brought down right away. So another drive in good field position, and the same result as Lake Mills is unable to find pay dirt. The defense will head back out there.
Yeah, so some first game mistakes here, some penalties that have hurt the first drive, and then a little bit surprised we didn't go for that, but I know Nash has the capability to put it through. So now we're going to go here. 2 receivers to our. We've got some motion across the formation.
Handoff is to home guard off the left side.
home guard around the left side.
Looks like he's going to pick up 3. Now it looks like 4 now.
Yep, it's our best offensive play of the day. They got some blockers out front.
4 on the play. Second down.
Went to the side of the motion, so they use that guy as a lead blocker. So yeah, so his first quarter's coming to an end, and domination by the Bulldogs, but nothing on the scoreboard.
Yep, so we will take a break. When we come back, Lake Mills defense will stay out there looking for another 3 and out. As Bill said, quarter 1 in the books, scoreless here in Lake Mills.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 can fit. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40, that's 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen, to its efficiency of which it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally, it's the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run. Check out StorbySeed.com to find out more on our 0% financing until December 2025 and how you can get cash back with our Innovator program. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Fall football games mean many things. At Forest City Ford, it means it's time for a new Ford vehicle. This is Brett Peterson. Our lineup of trucks and SUVs are great for tailgating at the games and can handle anything Mother Nature has to offer. Come see our great selection of F-Series trucks, Broncos, Edges, Escapes, and more. We can find any vehicle you want at your locally owned Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City or online at forestcityford.com.
Clubs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Lake Mills. Bill Burns and Josiah Cleveland with you here as Lake Mills will head out for a hopeful another defensive 3 and out. It is 2nd and 6. Cougars at their own 18-yard line. We're scoreless here.
So we got a twins formation to the right. Here we go in motion again to the left.
Willems rolls out to his
the
left.
flat.
Looks to throw. We had Stentrud in his face, and the pass will be caught by number 37, Blake Willems.
Blake Willems.
Just short, maybe.
Price on the tackle at the 25-yard line.
Nope, first down.
Cougars.
Well, they do get the first down there. And that's got to be terrifying having 55 just right in your grill. But
Yeah, he did a good
nice
job.
composed pass. First and 10 here for AGWSR.
So now we got 3 receivers and the back on the same side. So
Willems will hand it off to the right, dashing and diving his way for a couple yards. It's going to be a 5-yard pickup on first down.
6-yard gain. 2nd and 4.
They're going to mark it as a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here in the early part of quarter number 2. Lake Mills with 2 strong offensive drives, but no points to show for it. This is the second drive of the ball game for the Cougars. Shotgun, quick pass to the right. It is caught and taken out of bounds is Bo Starr. He's had 2 of the 3 catches so far. And they're going to move the chains, 1st and 10.
Yep, so we got, a little bit of size mismatch out there. There, Star's 6'4", 190, and, Landon's 5'7", 120, but, he came up tough and just couldn't bring him down. So first down. Here comes that same formation where they went to the weak side.
Starr needed 4. He got 5 on that catch. This is going to be a quick handoff to number 25, Eli Holmgard. It'll be brought out of bounds on the visiting sideline for a couple-yard pickup. Tackled by a group of Bulldogs there. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 Cougars.
Yep, so, we got them behind the chains a little bit here on first down, so that's good. They're going to try and get the ball to 24, I think, as much as they can.
Here's the snap. It's going to be another handoff to Holmgard, and not much going there. He makes the most out of it. No, it's not Holmgard. It's Rose, number 20.
Was that supposed to be some type of reverse or counter? I think it looked like.
Something. It was supposed to be something that it wasn't, for sure.
Did get 4 out of it. Looked like it was going to be a loss in the backfield, but. So, yep, 3rd and a long 4. Need to stop here.
Ball at the Cougar 42-yard line as they approach midfield. 3rd and 4 motion here from Bo Starr. He's on the right side now. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Nope.
Not a whole lot going there for him. He maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 4th down now for the Cougars. We'll see what they decide to do. On the 4th and 4.
4th and about 3.
Say he does pick up 1 yard.
Looks like the offense is staying on the field, so got to watch long count here.
Yeah, they could try to draw the line offside. Lake Mills already with a couple penalties against them here.
I think I would press number 24, which Jerry Jensen's coming up pretty tight.
Play clock at 1, and they do snap it. It's a handoff to the right side. He's not going to get there as Holmgard will be swallowed up by the Bulldogs. Turnover on downs, and Lake Mills will have solid field position on the plus side of the 50. They're going to spot it at the 44. So Lake Mills, see if they can find some points here on this drive.
Yeah, they got to make them pay. Make them pay for that.
9:25 left in the first half. Lake Mills will have 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. As Helgeson is in the gun. Snap, he's going to look to throw. Looking deep for Price. It's underthrown and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Cougars. That's Bo Starr. He's up the sideline and he's going to be brought down at the 47-yard line by number 53, Ethan Lawson. But a big interception and a solid return.
You got Landon Price down at about the 15, holding his ankle or knee.
Price was the intended receiver on that play. So we will have a stoppage in action. We'll head to a quick break, and when we return, we'll see if we can give you an update at all on the injury status, and we'll see if this defense can get another stop when we come back.
Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stendrud Insurance is there for you. Stendrud Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here.
Looks like Landon will be all right, so he's up and moving pretty well.
Almost looks like he tried to jump and his foot was stepped on by Starr as he left his feet.
So that's
tough to see, though, on that replay.
Two turnovers for the Bulldogs so far, and
yeah,
we got to quit doing that.
So the Cougars will now have good field position on the Lake Mills 42. 1st and 10 for Willems in the shotgun. He takes a snap, and he will hand it off, and nowhere to go. Wyatt Hanna in the backfield will bring him down as Eli Homegaard gets nothing. He loses 2.5, maybe 3.
So they were pulling both guards on that, blocking back with the center, and Wyatt Hanna just beat the pulling guards to the ball carrier. So great job.
2nd and 13, 8:40 left in the second quarter. Still searching for our first points of the 2024 season here.
So 3 receivers
shotgun
at the top.
Tough pass, or tough snap, and the pass is incomplete as Starr just couldn't bring it in. Uncharacteristic there from Starr. They've run that play 3 times now, and both times Starr's got a good 5 or 6 out of it. That time, 0. It'll be 3rd and long now.
Probably would have declined anyway, but Jerry Jensen did a good job coming downfield in a hurry, and he was just tackled by the split end there, but doesn't matter. But good job by Jerry reading that.
3rd and 13 at the Bulldog 45-yard line for the AGWSR Cougars.
So 3 receivers again, trips to the top of the formation.
Running back right to the right. It's a fake and brought down in the backfield for a sack. Austin Skinny. And that'll be 4th and very long. And if I'm the Cougars, I am definitely punting on this 4th down now.
Yep, Calvin Rugness got pressure right away and caused the AGWSR quarterback to step up, and Austin Steen was coming on a blitz and was right there. So good call by Coach Budak there, bringing pressure. See if we can't get the ball in Delger's or Price's hands here and let him go.
4th and 21 is what it's listed as. As Coach Burns said, Price and Delger in the backfield. Here's the snap. The punt is away.
Yep, should be fieldable.
It is picked up by Price as he will almost break out of a leg tackle. Brought down at the 19-yard line. So it'll be 81 yards to go for a touchdown if the Bulldogs end up with that. It'll be a long drive, but they will start it in, I believe, the worst field position of their day. We'll see what the offense can string together here. 7:38 left in the half.
That was a tough ball to field. It was rolling sideways, and so there's no hop to it. And lots of times people bring their eyes up to see what's coming downfield, but he did a good job and got what he could get. So we need to get back to just running the football. They're still in that 4-man front, so a 4-4. It's like a cover 3 zone over the top.
There's a pitch back to Price. He's got some space now. He pulls on the brakes and will be brought back. Only about 2 yards on the carry. Looked like he was going to have more solid play there.
Bo Starr.
From Bo Starr.
Yep, Landon there. He just, cutting back, work some of the time, but just get what you can get and go. You're cutting back into the flow of the defense. So. Positive gain, though, 4 yards. Still haven't seen toss yet.
2nd and 7 from the 22. Price in motion behind the quarterback, and it's going to be a handoff right up the middle for Christensen, and he's going to get nowhere as Carter Roeder is in the backfield to make the stop. 3rd and long now for Lake Mills.
Yep, good job by Ackley's defensive line there. Got off our blocks. 6.5 minutes to go. Need a play here.
3rd and 8. 2 men in
two
motion.
guys in motion.
I don't see any hankies on the field. The pass is incomplete as it's intended for Price down the near side.
Yep, there's a penalty.
Okay.
Yep, 2 guys in motion, but they'll decline it.
Early season mistakes rearing its ugly head here tonight for Lake Mills. And the illegal shift is declined by the Cougars. 4th down here for Lake Mills. Ball is spotted at the 22. And they'll bring on Nash Delger to punt.
So I think we have a couple different snappers this year. We have a long snapper and a short snapper. So looks like Austin Manis will be the snapper here.
Star back deep.
Star's back deep, and he's dangerous.
Low snap, penalty flag flies, and Nash Delger's going to try to keep it. He's going to cut upfield and be brought down short of the line to gain.
I think we had motion.
And we will see what the flag is about.
Legal procedure against the Bulldogs.
Mistakes. They're going to take over on about the 24.
The 25-yard line, about the 24.
I think Nash probably could have got that off, but he chose to try and get what he could get, but he needed a lot.
Yeah, low snap. Not a...
Take a little water time out here early in the season, looks like.
Didn't give Nash much of a chance there.
Timeout Cougars.
So we will have a quick break in the action. We'll take a 30-second, come back for more Lake Mills football here on KIRW.com.
Confidently ensure your family's online world is safe with WCTA's Managed Wi-Fi and Security Plus. With additional parental controls, you can filter content, add time limits, and prioritize your network traffic for the tasks that matter. Monitor and protect with ease today. Download our WCTA Managed Wi-Fi app and get 3 months free of Security Plus. Call our office at 800-592-6105 to learn more. WCTA, we are your fiber internet provider.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked NIAC students if we would recommend NIAC to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. NIAC is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose NIAC first.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Snap for Willems. He's looking deep in the corner. He's got a man. It's overthrown. The intended receiver was Easton Kearns, a senior for the Cougars, and he had some space right at the pylon.
Right, that time they pumped the little spot pass out there, and the inside receiver just ran a little go route there, so Len Price is limping a little bit, but it looks all right. So 2nd and 10. There's that 2 receivers to the left, slot to the right, or wing, motion across.
Motion man is Bo Starr. They will hand it off to 25. That's home guard trying to cut back inside, and there's nowhere to go as a bunch of Bulldogs, including Wyatt Hanna, I saw, was in there on the tackle. 3rd and 7.
They did a good job spilling that. He had to run about 8 yards laterally to pick up 2.5 yards. So definitely 4-down territory for Ackley. So
good outside contain.
Yeah.
That's what I learned in middle school football.
Yeah. Turn it inside. So they got 2 downs here to get about 8 yards, 7.5 yards. Bulldogs need a turnover.
5:25 left in the second quarter, and we've got a whistle.
It's like a timeout potentially. Yep, for Ackley. Timeout Ackley.
And we will have a quick timeout here for AGWSR. We'll take another 30-second break. Come back for a big third down.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked NIAC students if we would recommend NIAC to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. NIAC is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose NIAC first.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can find some score updates in our area. We are Lake Mills. Forest City at Clear Lake. It's a 14-0 Clear Lake lead at the moment. Garner Hayfield Ventura is hosting West Hancock. Second quarter, and we are scoreless there. A little bit of a surprise. And back to action here in Lake Mills. 3rd down and 7. Willem takes a shotgun pass. He's going to roll out to his left side, looks downfield. He's got a man, caught and dropped. Lane Rose with the completion, or with the catch, completion from Willems inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Cougars.
Yeah, I think he drug all the way across the field from the far side. Pretty well designed play. I think we had it covered up pretty well, but he was able to drag all the way across, and our defensive ends got caught a little bit looking inside, so he was able to get out and had an unobstructed view. So Bulldogs got to dig in here. Need to tighten everybody up, which they are.
Snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Cuts back inside and will be brought down at about the 5-yard line. Willems with about 3 on that carry. Stentrud and company in on the tackle. Will be 2nd and goal from the 5 now.
Yep, those backside linebackers, they got to stay home in terms of their pursuit. They can't go flying up over the top and allow that cutback. So
4 minutes and a few seconds left in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 5 for the Cougars. Shotgun kept. Pass outside to Bo Starr. He tries to cut back inside. Now he's going to spin out. He's going to beat Nash Delger, try to get to the outside, and it'll be pushed out of bounds. Oh, inbounds, excuse me.
Oh, boy. Aiden Stentrud's down.
Rodney on a tackle for the Bulldogs. An injury on the field.
So as Stentrud is attended to by the coaching staff and the trainer, we'll take another break here. For more Lake Mills football, stay with us here on KIW.com.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Young Plumbing and Heating in Lenox. Young Plumbing and Heating is your local Lenox dealer, and they're committed to making your family's home comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of Lenox products to offer, Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call them today at 641-592-5611 to learn more about how you can experience the expert service and care offered by Young Plumbing and Heating.
Welcome back here to Lake Mills. Stentrud able to walk off on his own power. He does have a noticeable limp on that left leg, it looks like.
Just gave a thumbs up. He did suffer a knee injury out of camp this summer and had to rehab it a good portion of the summer, but he was cleared. And
he's got a lower leg brace on that left leg.
I think, he might have to learn to deal with some
discomfort.
Correct. So
big 3rd and 4.
good sign. Brian Budak's really not putting him on the table. So,
yeah. Motion as Starr will get the. It's a pass. As Starr tries to get to the goal line, he's going to be short down to the 1. That was a pass. It's one of those, a lot of offenses are implementing that, the pitch pass forward, as Starr came in motion from the right to the left.
Yeah, we had a shot for a big tackle for loss in the backfield, but couldn't bring him down.
So 4th and goal, just inside the 1 yard line, maybe a half yard left to go here for the Cougars. We'll have the back and one of the backs and 2 receivers out wide. Now the other one's going to go back. It's quarterback keeper blown up in the backfield. Blown up by number 42. That's Josiah Keldall in on the stop. Big turnover on downs, and we remain scoreless. Lake Mills defense bends, but they do not break. And the offense will take over at their own 6-yard line.
I think if I was Coach Kurtz, I would just let Aiden rest here the last 2.5 minutes and see how it feels coming out of halftime. Got to take care of the football here. At least we're not at the goal line. So.
Yeah, and Stentrud has his helmet off. He's going to make his way over towards the bench. So we'll see what the offense can get done in the last 2:45. Lake Mills does have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Handoff up the middle. Not a whole lot going there for Christensen.
On the carry up the middle.
Sure, the space that you get as a runner is a lot different when Stentrud isn't out there mowing guys over for sure.
And 2 or 3 on the play, 2nd down.
Not sure who's come in for him. We'll take a look.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Lane Sprecker's in at right guard.
Handoff.
Big hole.
Christensen cuts back. He's up to the 16-yard line. That looks close to a first down. They needed to get to the 16 for the first. They're going to say it's going to be just a tad short. 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Christensen with his 10th carry. He's up to 50 yards on the ground.
Now we're under center. Quarterback sneak. Good push. First down.
On the quarterback sneak.
Ball was spotted at the 15, and now it's going to be spotted at the 18, so a 3-yard gain for the quarterback on the keeper, 1st and 10.
I think the Bulldogs might be content just to run the clock out here and kind of regroup at halftime. And
some motion. It's going to be a keeper pitch back to Landon Price on the outside. He might have some space. Little hesitation move, spin move, breaks a tackle. He's got some space. Open field. 1 man to beat. He's got a block. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No flags. So they were content to let the clock run down, but a huge play. 82-yard pitch and score for Price. And that ankle looks okay, Coach.
Yeah, he did a great job. There was some traffic there, and he cut back into the inside, a little bit of spin move there, and ran through a little bit of traffic. And as you said, 82 yards? So
yes,
big play, big play.
Nash Elder attempt to kick.
Delger on for the point after attempt. Helgeson is the holder. Another low snap. This time the kick is off.
It's good.
It is right down the middle. Better snap than on the field goal attempt earlier. And Lake Mills, what looked like was going to be a scoreless half, have a 7-0 lead here with 54 seconds left to play in the first 24 minutes. Price, go get some water, young man. You earned it.
Yep. And always when there's a big run like that on that pitch phase of this offense, he got some good blocks out there on the edge and took it out. So
he had 1 man to beat, and he also had Zach Steeney up there
escorting him,
helping him out.
Looks like Aiden Stensry's going to go to the locker room a little bit early and
coming up here, we'll have our halftime show brought to you by Storby Seeds. That'll be coming up in just over 1 minute on the game clock. The Cougars do have one timeout, should they decide to use it here in the last 54 seconds.
Eldred kickoff for the Bulldogs.
Another score to pass along of not really in our area, but statewide. My son Royce teaches at Dyke New Hartford, and number 1 Dyke is playing number 3 Grundy Center in 1A. Grundy Center has won 26 straight football games, and that is 7-7.
Nice. Big matchup week 1 there.
Yeah. They're not in the same district, but.
Here's the kickoff from Nash Delger. It's going to be returned at the 15 by Starr, trying to get outside, and now nearly breaking a tackle, finally pushed out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. That eats 6 seconds off of the game clock. They're going to mark him at the 29.
At the 28, I believe, first and 10 Cougars.
And we have another water timeout, it looks like.
Lake Mills timeout.
All right.
Maybe just to make sure we got the proper personnel in there and understand what we're going to do here in terms of probably some type of prevent defense.
So many games in our area tonight. Marshalltown on top of Mason City High, 7-6. It is a scoreless game at halftime in the West Hancock and Garner contest. That one in Garner. Clear Lake and Forest City doing battle over in Clear Lake. Clear Lake, the number 2 team in the Class 3A, 14-0 in the second quarter down there. Northwood Kensett and Janesville, that one is scoreless as well. And then in Belmont, in North Butler facing Belmont Clemmy, that one is scoreless in the second half of the second quarter.
You said North Butler and
Belmont.
So
yes.
Belmont looks to be probably improved. Had an outstanding freshman quarterback last year. They won their last game of the year.
Handoff, off tackle, cuts back inside. Not a whole lot there, maybe one on the gain for number 25, Eli Holmgard. He's been the main guy getting the touches on handoff action. Clock now under 30 seconds, and the Cougars are going to try to go kind of quick here. Snap is dropped. It is now a drop pass on the far side. Holmgard had it in and out of his hands.
Bulldogs could get a stop here, use their timeout, at least make them punt it. They already had one bad snap here in the next play.
Maybe have a shot at a semi-long field goal, maybe.
Or just
chuck it deep.
Get it in Price's hands on a return.
Yeah. 19 seconds left. It is third down, despite the marker having not changed on the far end. 3rd and 9. Handoff up the middle.
Let's take a timeout. Yep.
And Lake Mills will call a timeout. 13 seconds left. 4th down.
Carried by Holmgard on that last play.
Lake Mills still has one timeout left.
I hope everybody knows it is 4th down.
Yeah. Because the scoreboard's got.
Scoreboard has 3rd down now too.
Yeah, but it is 4th. Correct?
It's got to be.
They had a running play, an incomplete pass,
and a running play. Yes. It was a 2-yard gain, a incompletion, and then this 6 or so yard completion. Yeah, I just heard fourth down coming from the
they got it on the
coach's
sideline
huddle.
now.
So it'll be 4th and 3 after the Lake Mills timeout. They're down to 1. Cougars with 1 now as well. So unless a first down is had by the Cougars, Lake Mills will have a chance
Just going to send
to score here. Now they're going to go out to punt.
just going to send a single returner back and Price.
Punter out there is number 32, Kingston Holman.
I think I'd move up if I was landing. He needs to move up about 15 yards. Catch that thing on the fly.
Here's the snap. It's good. The punt is caught on a fly by Price. He's moving to his right now up the middle. Cuts back outside. Makes another cut. Missing tackles and now down at the 45, but the clock reads triple zeros. And the half will come to a close here on the first game of the 2024 season. Lake Mills with a late first half touchdown on an 82-yard pitch, catch, and run for Landon Price. It is 7-0 Bulldogs as we head to halftime. As mentioned, our halftime show is brought to you by Storby Seed in Lake Mills, where every day is seed day. Find out more at storbyseed.com. We'll come back with the halftime show in just a few minutes here on KIOW.com.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 can fit. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40, that's 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen, to its efficiency of which it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally, it's the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run. Check out StorbySeed.com to find out more on our 0% financing until December 2025 and how you can get cash back with our Innovator program. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Fall football games mean many things. At Forest City Ford, it means it's time for a new Ford vehicle. This is Brett Peterson. Our lineup of trucks and SUVs are great for tailgating at the games and can handle anything Mother Nature has to offer. Come see our great selection of F-Series trucks, Broncos, Edges, Escapes, and more. We can find any vehicle you want at your locally owned Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City or online at forestcityford.com.
Stengert Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stengert Insurance is there for you. Stengert Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
MBT Bank is proud to watch our Lake Mills Bulldogs represent our school and communities. We look forward to seeing your accomplishments throughout the school year. Good luck to our Bulldogs all season long from MBT Bank in Lake Mills. MBT Bank proudly serves our communities in 9 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, partnering with our customers for all their personal, commercial, or agricultural needs. Where will you go with MBT? MBT Bank, member FDIC.
Confidently ensure your family's online world is safe with WCTA's Managed Wi-Fi and Security Plus. With additional parental controls, you can filter content, add time limits, and prioritize your network traffic for the tasks that matter. Monitor and protect with ease today. Download our WCTA Managed Wi-Fi app and get 3 months free of Security Plus. Call our office at 800-592-6105 to learn more. WCTA, we are your fiber internet provider.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked NIAC students if we would recommend NIAC to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. NIAC is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose NIAC first.
Attention farmers, do you want the secret to healthier crops and more profitable harvest? It starts with Meltdown by BW Fusion. Trusted on millions of acres nationwide and thousands here locally for breaking down crop residue. Meltdown transformed crop residue into valuable nutrients, putting money back into your land. Boost your equipment performance, enhance the soil, and elevate your next year's crops. Turn residue into revenue with Meltdown sold and applied at Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Speed Queen washers and dryers, built for commercial use and now available for the home, are designed to last over 10,400 cycles or 25 years. But if you're an overworked multi-kids 10 loads a week kind of laundry doer, these machines may only last 20 years, even with Speed Queen's commercial quality metal components. So, buy a Speed Queen knowing you may be in for a mere 20 years of continuous use.
See Singlestat Hardware, your do-it-best store in Lake Mills, or at singlestatHardware.com.
A duo that's perfect together. That's Young Plumbing and Heating in Lenox. Young Plumbing and Heating is your local Lenox dealer, and they're committed to making your family's home comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of Lenox products to offer, Young Plumbing and Heating will ensure your home's air is perfect for your family. Call them today at 641-592-5611 to learn more about how you can experience the expert service and care offered by Young Plumbing and Heating.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to our Storby Seed halftime show. Got a few stats for you from this first half. Helgeson was 1 for 4 for 12 yards. That catch went to Nash Delger. Another target was intended for Landon Price. That was an interception for Helgeson. Helgeson also has 5 carries for -3 yards. Landon Price with 4 carries for 124 yards, and Carter Christensen with 10 carries for 50 yards. 171 total yards rushing for Lake Mills, and of course, a touchdown on the ground for Landon Price. On the defensive side, I don't have a complete defensive numbers, but just a couple numbers I did get. Delger had a tackle. Stentrud had at least 2. I'm sure he probably had more like 6. Wyatt Hanna with at least 2, and Landon Christian with 1. Tackle for loss, Wyatt Hanna had 1, and a sack for Austin Steeney as well. So bend don't break defense, but a lot of sloppiness in that first half for Lake Mills.
You know, and you can blame it on the first game, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, we turned it over twice. Turned it over once down in the red zone, which you know is a killer, and then some penalties that hurt drives too. Some early season mistakes, and I think probably the biggest question coming back from half is what's the status of Aiden Stentrud. So non-district game, you know, maybe if they're going to err on the side of caution, maybe he doesn't play the second half, but. No, that's one thing that Lake Mills does not have is depth.
Yeah.
Do have 34 kids out, but I think it's 10 seniors and then 10 freshmen. So, you know, that's 14 kids in the middle 2 grades. So, you know, I know that was a concern just every year, but staying healthy, especially this year. And so, I wonder why the sticks are down over by the yardsticks over down by the team room.
So the Lake Mills band out here with their first performance of the year. Of course, they will gear up throughout the home games for the competition season, which culminates in Fort Dodge at the state marching band contest. Lake Mills marching band always one of the top marching bands in the area, especially when it comes to the parade portion of their contest. But
of course, college football opens tomorrow. Iowa opens up with Illinois State. Absolutely.
Will their offense be different? That's the million-dollar question. I hope so.
Of course, Iowa State opens up with North Dakota. Caleb Bacon, Lake Mills alum, is the starting Mike or middle linebacker, and I think talked to him several times over the summer, and if he stays healthy, he will be one of the better linebackers in the Big 12. So excited for him.
And he's wearing a different number this year as well.
Yep.
In
number 26.
That's it. Was that in honor of?
Yes. So there's a player named Jack Whitver that played there as a receiver. I believe he's a member of the House of Reps, and he's battling some cancer issues. And he was a walk-on like Caleb. And so he asked Coach Campbell if he wouldn't mind talking to Caleb, since their stories are similar in terms of how they got to Iowa State, if he would wear his number. And Caleb obviously agreed to that. So, yes, Caleb is not number 50 this year. He is number 26. So he's looking to have an outstanding year.
It just an incredible walk on to becoming. I mean,
scholarship player, and then
he could be all Big 12 this year. Definitely in his capabilities for sure. And Iowa State, they're not expected to contend for the title, but you never know. Everybody's got the same goal at the beginning of the year. You said you're going down to an Iowa State game next week. I'm going down later in October for one. I've got a wedding down there that I won't be doing that football game this year, and then there's a wedding. It's in Ames. I said, well, what the heck? Might as well go to an Iowa State game, even though I'm a Hawkeye fan, down to my bones. But
yeah, I have not seen Caleb play live in college, so I'm looking forward to that next week. And go watch my Hawks, and I hope Caleb makes a lot of tackles, just 5 or 6 yards down the field.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man.
Which he probably
Hawks by a million,
Yep, Hawks by a million, absolutely.
All right, the marching band has concluded. We're going to take another break. When we come back, the Bulldogs and Cougars will have second half action here from Lake Mills, as we are currently in a halftime score of 7-0, Bulldogs out front. Be back with the ending of our Storby Seed halftime show in a few minutes.
Attention farmers, do you want the secret to healthier crops and more profitable harvest? It starts with Meltdown by BW Fusion. Trusted on millions of acres nationwide and thousands here locally for breaking down crop residue. Meltdown transforms crop residue into valuable nutrients, putting money back into your land. Boost your equipment performance, enhance the soil, and elevate your next year's crops. Turn residue into revenue with Meltdown sold and applied at Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
At Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, our ag and commercial lenders offer over 200 years of combined experience in agriculture and business lending. We offer financing solutions to help grow, start, and support farming operations and small businesses. FTSB specializes in operating, real estate, equipment, livestock, and FSA guaranteed loans. Contact FTSB today for your ag business needs. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
At Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, our ag and commercial lenders offer over 200 years of combined experience in agriculture and business lending. We offer financing solutions to help grow, start, and support farming operations and small businesses. FTSB specializes in operating, real estate, equipment, livestock, and FSA guaranteed loans. Contact FTSB today for your ag business needs. Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
What has your nitrogen done for you lately? At Storby Seed, we want to make sure you understand your nitrogen program and how Proven 40 can fit. From diversifying your nitrogen program with Proven 40, that's 40 pounds of ammonia nitrogen, to its efficiency of which it can go on seed or in furrow, so you don't have to take as much synthetic nitrogen to the field. Finally, it's the consistency of Proven 40. It stays on the root and will not leach or run. Check out StorbySeed.com to find out more on our 0% financing until December 2025 and how you can get cash back with our Innovator program. Storby Seed, where every day is seed day.
Fall football games mean many things. At Forest City Ford, it means it's time for a new Ford vehicle. This is Brett Peterson. Our lineup of trucks and SUVs are great for tailgating at the games and can handle anything Mother Nature has to offer. Come see our great selection of F-Series trucks, Broncos, Edges, Escapes, and more. We can find any vehicle you want at your locally owned Forest City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City or online at forestcityford.com.
Stendrud Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stendrud Insurance is there for you. Stendrud Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
MBT Bank is proud to watch our Lake Mills Bulldogs represent our school and communities. We look forward to seeing your accomplishments throughout the school year. Good luck to our Bulldogs all season long from MBT Bank in Lake Mills. MBT Bank proudly serves our communities in 9 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, partnering with our customers for all their personal, commercial, or agricultural needs. Where will you go with MBT? MBT Bank, member FDIC.
Confidently ensure your family's online world is safe with WCTA's Managed Wi-Fi and Security Plus. With additional parental controls, you can filter content, add time limits, and prioritize your network traffic for the tasks that matter. Monitor and protect with ease today. Download our WCTA Managed Wi-Fi app and get 3 months free of Security Plus. Call our office at 800-592-6105 to learn more. WCTA, we are your fiber internet provider.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked NIAC students if we would recommend NIAC to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. NIAC is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose NIAC first.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the halftime show brought to you by Storby Seed. 7-0 Lake Mills over the Cougars of AGWSR. Pushed back the half just a little bit with the acknowledgement of the band members and their parents. So we got 3 minutes for the teams to warm up, and that should be coming to a close.
Yeah, I think they got 30
soonish. They do have 30, and they have yet to change it.
Yeah, so.
But
I think as soon as the officials see everybody's ready, we can go.
One thing we mentioned how Lake Mills has outgained for sure the Cougars on offense. Lake Mills with 195 total offensive yards. One thing they're not winning is turnovers. 1 interception and 1 fumble in that first half. So we'll love to see if the defense can force one to start this second half, as Lake Mills received the ball to begin the game. So now it will be the Cougars' turn to start on offense here in this second half.
So we do have a couple new clock operators this year for the first time in 50-plus years.
Yeah.
If you remember last year, Lyle and Lou Thompson did their last game after doing it for over 50 years. So got some younger people in there, and they're doing a good job. So Lake Mills will kick off. I see Coach Budak talking to Aiden Stendrud, and I would be surprised if he comes in, but we'll see. He's still got his helmet on, and
he's putting his mouth guard in his mouth. It looks like, based on body language, it looks like he's going to come in, but who knows?
Maybe just play offense, or I don't know.
Yeah. We will see as ball has been teed up. The Cougars are ready to return it. And once Nash breaks this huddle, the second half will be underway here.
AGWSR did play a clean half in terms of they might have had one penalty, or I can't remember.
I don't
for
think
sure,
they
but
did.
Maybe they didn't, and no turnover, so they played clean.
Yeah, they played solid defense as well. Didn't let Lake Mills score. Of course, with those, until the big play, obviously.
Nice
that was
kick,
their one
nice kick.
blemish. Star will return it way back inside the 10. He's got some space, though, and swallowed up quickly. Oh, that was scary for just a second. He had a lot of green grass in front of him, and it closed quick as a trio of Bulldogs were in there, including Josiah Keldall. So a little spot the ball at the Cougar 28-yard line.
So, yep, here we go. Looks like the same personnel on defense that started the game.
Did you see if Stencher did run in there?
He
did?
He is,
okay.
Yep. Left end.
Handoff to home guard, and he will slip down. Looks like a loss of 1 yard.
Home guard on the carry. Stencher making a tackle for the Bulldogs.
That'll be 2nd and 11.
I think the officials were talking a little bit to the Bulldogs about getting off the pile maybe a little more nicely.
This is football. What are we talking about?
Yeah. All right, 2nd 10. 2 receivers to the right.
Handoff to home guard on the left side. Breaks one tackle and falls forward by about 3 yards.
Brought down by Nash Delger. Looks like about a 3-yard gain. 3rd down.
3rd down and looks like a long 7.
Yep.
Ball is on the Cougar 32-yard line.
Second out, 3 receivers to the right. Wouldn't be surprised if they did a little roll action here to our sideline, which they are.
Willems out right. Looks to throw. It's caught
Good
by
tackle.
Rose,
Good
and
job.
he will get nowhere after the catch. He caught it 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, and that's where he is tackled. 4th and 4 here for the Cougars. Lane Rose, the junior running back, with the catch.
Kingston Holman a punt for the Cougars.
Kingston Holdman, the punter. Few punts today so far. Its first one had some
issues.
Issues, yeah, but the past few have been clean. This one clean as well. Could have been a hold on
should have been.
Cougars. They're not going to call it, and letting it roll is Landon Price. It'll be down at the 22-yard line, and that's where the Bulldog offense will start here in this 3rd quarter with 9:42 to go. I didn't see who that was. Was that Keldall that was getting kind of hooked?
It was actually
couldn't see the number.
Austin Steeney.
All right.
Not Austin Steeney, Zach Steeney. Because he was going to go back deep, and then he came up on the right side. And, yeah, just kind of grabbed his arm and swung him around. So
hooked and hold.
Yep.
So the Bulldogs will be on offense here for the first time of this half. Helgeson under shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Christensen. Off tackle on the left side, excuse me. So he'll get 3, it looks like.
So it looks like Lane Sprecher, a sophomore, will be in at right guard on offense for Aiden Stensrud. So they're looking like they'll probably just go one way for him, which is fine.
They give him 6 on the scoreboard. So second and
Yep,
second,
second and six. Yep,
second and 6, 4-yard gain.
Christensen.
Another handoff to Carter Christensen. This one
Rolls again on a tackle.
with another 3-yard gain, or a 4-yard gain.
For the Bulldogs.
Third and short, about 2. Ackley's still in there, 4-4. They got 8 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Price in motion behind the quarterback. It's going to be a handoff to Christensen. Will he get the yards needed?
Yep, move the
he
chains.
will, up to the 36-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
First down right at the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Two receivers to the right, one to the left for Helgeson. Low snap. He's going to pitch it back to Price on the right side. He's going to be driven down after about 4 yards or so.
Went down right around the 40, close to a 5-yard gain.
Yep. A little bit of a low snap there. Kind of got the timing off just a little bit.
Exactly a 5-yard gain, second and 5.
They're going to give him 5 on that pitch. Second and 5 here for Lake Mills from the 40. Degler on the near side. Motion in the backfield is Price again. This time it's going to be given to Christensen up the middle. Ball comes out. And who's got it?
I think it's purple.
Josiah Keldall with the man in the right spot. It will be a gain here of
that's that same
6. They're going to give him a 6-yard gain. He needed 5 new downs.
That's that same 44-45 play, we called it, where the guard pulls and kicks out, and there's a huge hole there.
First and 10 from the 46 for Lake Mills. 6:30 left in the third quarter. Zach Steeney from left to right here. Motion in the backfield. Looking to throw, and now stop from behind. That's a pass, and it is ruled incomplete.
Yep.
Hit just after the ball comes forward, and from the blind side, that could have been a lot worse than it was.
It's a good thing he got rid of it when he did, but just got beat on the edge. I think our left tackle there just didn't move his feet very well.
Second and 10 for the Bulldogs.
That'll bring up second down and 10. That was a more standard shotgun drop back. Haven't seen too much from the Bulldogs tonight. Looking again to pass over to the right side and covered like a blanket by Rose.
They're bringing a lot of pressure. 25 came again off the edge, linebacker. He was kind of walked up on the line, so
receiver, third and 10.
Kind of getting out of what we really want to do here.
Jeremiah Jensen was the intended receiver there for Hayden Helgeson. Now third and 10 on a couple incompletions. Ball is spotted at the Bulldog 46.
So 2 receivers here.
Need to get to the 44 of the Cougars. Rolling out to the left. And outrunning. No, the ball comes out. They're going to say he was down. Trying to outrun the defender, but number 51, Cale Dodd, the sophomore, able to hold on to him. Big sack there for the Cougars and a big loss. Brings up a punt situation for Lake Mills.
Yeah, we had an opportunity because that defender came inside, and we just kind of whiffed on the block. And if we could have got him sealed inside, Hayden would have had a lot of time. But
Loss of 10 on the sack. Dellier on to punt. Back to receive is Bo Starr. Low snap goes through the legs of Nash Dellier. He's going to try to get it off, and he does. Let's see if it takes a good roll. It hits a man. It hits a man for the Cougars, and the Bulldogs are Johnny on the spot. That's Jerry Jensen. It's going to be Lake Mills football. What a roller coaster of emotions there on that play. The snap went right through the legs of Nash Dellier. He was able to run around the defense and get it off. And then it hit a man right out about midfield. Jerry Jensen hops on it, but now the officials are having a conversation. Lake Mills is ready to run their offense.
It definitely hit him. I did not see an official throw their little beanie bag, and it hit someone, but
yeah. Lake Mills football, exactly. Yeah. I mean, if they want to come up here, I think we got video review.
Yep. Got it on the sideline, too, with the iPad, so yeah, it definitely hit a AGWSR Cougar. Big break for Bulldogs. Big break. So potentially they were talking about whether it hit a Lake Mills person first.
Which there were, because there were guys in the area. It wasn't a deep punt, obviously, with having to escape the pressure.
Because the rule is if it would have hit us first, then it doesn't matter what happens after that. It's not dead, but I mean, they can pick it up and go with it. If they fumble it, it's still their ball.
So Lake Mills will have it at their own 48, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Christensen off right tackle. He's going to fall forward and get about 5 or so on that carry.
Carter's got to make sure you hang on to that football, and he's had a couple get loose tonight. I don't know if he's got gloves on or not. Quick quarter, down to 4 minutes and 47 seconds.
In plus territory here at the Cougar 47, 2nd and 5 here for Lake Mills. Under shotgun, some motion. It's going to be a pitch back to Landon Price on the right side, trying to get outside again. He does. Cuts back and will be brought down at the 26-yard line of the Cougars. That's a 21-yard pickup for Landon Price, and he is just having himself quite the day in the backfield so far.
Yep, great block out there. I'm not sure who it was. Might have been Austin Steeney. Landon comes off with a little bit of a gimp, but
1st and 10 from the 25. They spot it. Motion in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Christensen. Big hit, but he stayed on his feet, fell forward to the 18-yard line, so 7 yards on the pickup for Christensen. He got popped right in the belly, stayed on his feet.
2nd and 3.
So right now, Zach Steeney's coming over to Coach Kurtz and getting the plays. Since Landon Price taking a little break, I'd like to see him get his hands on the ball a little bit. He's got a lot of skills.
Steeney, number 2, the junior for the Bulldogs. Here's another handoff to Christensen. This time not as much there. Looks like about a yard.
So with Price on the sideline, then Nash Dellier goes to slot. And then Zach Steeney stays in that split. Looks like Price is ready to go, but he's coming back in.
So they give him 1 yard there on that one as Steeney will come out. Price will move in. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Ball at the 17 of AGWSR. Score is 7-0 Lake Mills. It was a long 82-yard touchdown run for Price. Here's the snap. And a hole here for Carter Christensen. He'll dive forward and will be shy of the goal line down to the 3-yard line. Pickup of 17.
Rose on the tackle for the Cougars.
Or 14. For Christensen, 1st and goal.
He's pushing 100 yards.
He is. He's at 96 on 18 carries, give or take a few. This is in no means accurate, my stats. Up the middle, Christensen will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong drive there from Lake Mills. They got a fortunate balance. They got a takeaway for the first time tonight, and they made the Cougars pay for it. Now 13-0, pending the point after attempt here from Nash Delger.
Yep, good drive. A lot of Carter Christensen there. Of course, the big run by Price, but a lot of fullback there.
So Delger on for the point after. Snap is low. Spot down is there. The kick is good.
Good job by Hayden Helgeson.
Yes.
Yeah, our snappers have had a tough time tonight, but they'll get better. 14-0, 1:56 to go.
We'll take a quick 30-second break. When we come back, the Bulldogs will kick it off to the Cougars.
The comfort that comes from dependable, quality LP gas is delivered when you need it from Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson. Locally owned and operated since 2005. Hanson LP Gas also has contract pricing and provides new tank installations and service. Whether it's for your home, grain dryer, or business, you get competitive prices and quick, efficient service. Contact Hanson LP Gas of Lake Mills and Thompson today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Lake Mills. 14-0 is our score after that Carter Christensen touchdown run from 3 yards out. $1:56 left to go here in this third quarter. And the Cougars definitely looking to score here on this drive. Otherwise, it's going to get into a tough situation for them, as this game has been moving quite quickly. Both teams running the ball primarily.
Yep, so I think we got quite a few young kids on the kickoff team, a couple freshmen.
Bulldogs set to kick it off, and here it is. Deep kick,
nice kick, yep,
for Delger. It's going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Yep.
Into the end zone for a touchback.
Nice kick by Nash.
For the Cougars at their own 20-yard line.
So Cougars will have 80 yards to go, as touchback will put the ball at the 20. As we see Stentrud go back in for defense here.
Yep. Just playing defense right now. So right now, Landon Price has got 6 carries for 151 yards. That's pretty good average.
I'd say. Here's the snap. Handoff.
Nice
and
job.
Grabbed from behind. A jersey grab from Hannah there.
He's just beating that play every time. Same play. They pull both guards, and he's just beating the center's block back.
Is that Stentrud down here again?
I think so.
An injury on the field.
Aiden Stentrud down again, just inside the 20-yard line, as the coaches and trainers will come back out.
I think it's his. I don't think it's his braced knee, is it?
It looks like their trainer is touching his right leg.
Yeah, cramping.
Hopefully that's all it is.
Like a cramp. Yeah, it's not his braced leg. So.
No. Yeah, it looks like the trainer's
yeah,
stretching it out a little bit, so that's good to see. It's just a cramp there and nothing more.
Nope, wasn't Aiden. It was Ethan Lawson.
It was Ethan Lawson. Okay. Little cramp there for Ethan Lawson, and he will have to come off the field for at least one play.
1:37 to go, third quarter.
That was a loss of 2 on the play.
Yep, good penetration, like we said. Wyatt Hannah's been a problem all night in there.
Yeah.
6'5", 245, and athletic.
2nd and 12 for the Cougars. Willems in the shotgun. It's going to be a pass. He's looking to his left, gets hit hard. Pass is underthrown, and it'll fall incomplete. But now a flag is thrown late. And that one is going to be against the Bulldogs, I believe, on the pass interference. Very tough.
Tough call. I didn't see any early, but they were closer than I was. But
both went for the ball. It looked like Steeney was the defensive back. Zach Steeney on the coverage. I did not catch the intended receiver there.
I think it was Bo Starr.
Okay. So it will be against Lake Mills. And it'll result in a first down.
Pass interference against the Bulldogs. Penalty brings it up to the 33, and the first down, Cougars.
So they'll spot the ball at the Cougar 33-yard line, 1st and 10 here with 1:22 left in the third quarter. Willems under shotgun. He'll hand it off up the middle with some space, and now brought down after a gain of 12. Eli Holmgard with I believe that's his best rush of the night. 12-yard gain.
Once again, I think our youth and inexperienced linebacker showing a little bit there. We're flowing, but we're flowing too hard over the top instead of just flowing to our gaps, and then he's cutting that back, and we're over the top. So
1st and 10 for Willems and company. Star in motion, right to left. It's going to be a pitch forward. It's a pass to Star. Covered nicely by the Bulldogs. Only about 2 or 3 on that catch and run. Another one of those jet sweep passes.
I think Josiah Keldall did a good job there. Made the play from his defensive end position. Brings up 2nd and 8. We're going to get to the end of the quarter.
13 seconds, 10 seconds now as the huddle breaks. Cougars might be trying to run a play here before it ends. And 4 seconds now. Motion, and we will have no play as Starr's body language looked a little disappointed. He wanted that play to happen, but the quarter clock will tick down to zeros. Headed to the fourth quarter, Lake Mills holding a 14-0 lead, but the Cougars are driving here towards midfield. Final quarter when we return here on KOW.com.
Farmers, are you adding to or upgrading your grain handling system? Grow Electric in Lake Mills can help. We have specialized in agricultural electric needs for more than 40 years and take pride in the quality of work and service we provide. Steve and his experienced team will get your grain handling equipment running, standing behind their work. To get your project scheduled, contact Grow Electric in Lake Mills today. Call 641-592-8282. Follow us on Facebook or at growelectric.com. That's GROE electric.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter set to begin here shortly. I've got a couple scores to pass along. Third quarter in Garner. It's an 8-8 ball game with the Cardinals and the West Hancock Eagles doing battle. Of course, West Hancock defending state champions in Class 1A. 28-0 Clear Lake on top of the Forest City Indians. That game in Clear Lake. Let's see if Northwood and Janesville has an update. Still scoreless unless the operators are not adding points there. Hard to tell. And then in North Butler.
0-0. 6-0.
6-0 Belmont Clemmy lead over North Butler. Fourth quarter set here. It's a 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. Willems under shotgun. Star in motion left to right. Fakes the pitch. Now the ball's on the ground, and the Bulldogs will get on it. That was a messed up play, bad snap, and a fumble recovery here for Wyatt Hanna. Lake Mills will take over at the Cougar 44-yard line.
Yeah, it was there's there 24 went in motion, and there's some other stuff going on there. And I don't know, did the quarterback even get his hands on it?
I don't think so. It didn't look like it. It right behind the center, not maybe a foot or two behind the center is where that ball looked like it landed.
So AGWSR is in a 5-man front, covering the nose.
Fakes the handoff to Price, and they give it to Christensen. He's going to get 0 there, so still at 99 unofficial yards. Second and 10. Josiah Cleveland and Coach Bill Burns here tonight with you.
11 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock.
Temperature has cooled significantly, but the thunderstorms, they stayed away. They were here last night, but luckily for us, not tonight. Handoff to Christensen up the middle, gets hit.
Christensen off the left side.
After a 4-yard pickup.
Gain of about 3. Third down.
Third down for the Bulldogs. We'll see what the mark is. It looks like 3rd and 7 they're going to change it to. From the Cougar 41-yard line. This is 4-down territory. Too long for a field goal. So presumably 2 plays to get 7 yards here for the Bulldog offense, as the play clock is at 5 when the huddle was broken. So Lake Mills will have to spend their first timeout of the half.
Yeah, they didn't want to take a 5-yard penalty there, so.
Feel a little better about taking that timeout when you're up by 2 touchdowns as well, as opposed to it being a 1-score game. You might need it. Still might need it, but feeling a little better as of now, for sure. So we'll see if they keep that same play call or not. But it is 3rd and 7 when this timeout will conclude.
You know, I talked about it earlier, but, you know, kind of a staple of this offense is that rocket toss, or just the toss to the motion man, and we have not seen it once tonight. So it could be what Ackley's doing. Coach Kurtz feels that maybe can't get to the edge.
But school event is on the 14th of September on a Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. Money goes to the Booster Club of Lake Mills and also Forest City. You can register online. The test drive is worth $20 for a Booster Club.
Mason City, Marshalltown, our score 20-17. Mason City High on top of Marshalltown in that one. Timeout is concluded. And the Bulldogs with a 3rd and 7 from the Cougar 41. Shotgun for Helgeson. Price coming behind. They're going to give it to Christensen up the middle. Breaks one tackle, gets swung down past the 35-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 35. He needs to get to the 34, so it'll be 4th and 1 on the 6-yard gain.
Might go quarterback sneak we did earlier in the game. Looks like Hayden's going under center, yep. So they'll just, all the linemen will just step down inside to the gap.
There is the quarterback keeper.
Easily.
1st and 10.
Yep, just keep doing what we're doing, boys. Work the clock.
First down Bulldogs at the 32-yard line.
So they're going to give him 2. He needed 1. First and 10 from the 33 of AGWSR. 14-0 Bulldogs looking to add to their lead. Man in motion. They're going to pitch it back to Price. He's got some space. Tries to make a man miss, and he'll be wrapped up by a couple Cougars after getting past the 30. And Price is down after that tackle.
This one does look like a cramp.
Price on that last carry.
Ackley kid helping him out on the cramp.
Yeah. One grabbed his leg, the other one drove the body. Pickup of 5 yards for Price there, as they will tend to him. Our next game will be next Friday.
Central Springs
in Manly.
Yep.
Checking to see who Central Springs were
think they have
playing
Newman
tonight.
Newman.
Of course, we will see Newman later here.
Week 3, I think.
Yes, that's our next home game. Yeah, at Newman. Second down, 5 yards to go from the Cougar 26. Jerry Jensen in motion. They're going to give it off to Christensen off the left tackle. He's going to get the first down and more.
Move the chains.
23rd rush for Christensen.
At the 18-yard line.
8-yard pickup there, 1st and 10. 8.5 minutes left in the quarter. Now in the red zone are the Bulldogs. Steeney out to the right. Low snap, and the ball will be recovered by the Bulldogs, but it's going to be a solid loss there on the low snap. Be a loss of 9 yards. 2nd and 19 now.
So one reason maybe we're not running some toss is they're taking their D end and they're playing him almost looks like what's called a wide 9. He is way out wide on the line of scrimmage. So you see number 71 there, how wide he is. He's outside our tight end there.
Could fit 3 guys in between him and the tackle. Handoff to Christensen. He gets a good amount of those lost yards back, but he's still going to be behind the original line of scrimmage. Be about a 5-yard gain down to the 22 for number 10.
So 3rd and 12. See if we can get at least half of it here. I think they are susceptible to something over the top because Star's just playing center field there in the middle. If we get something to the corner.
From the shotgun, Helgeson looking. Now to his right, throws it to Delger. It's underthrown, but he caught it! It makes a man miss! Touchdown! Nash Delger, what a play, young man! It was a jump ball. He tipped it up in the air to himself with his right hand, brought it down, spun a man like a dryer, and dove for the end zone. Touchdown!
A lot of athleticism in that kid. I thought there should have been pass interference to start with because I think he hit him early. But, yeah, great play. As Josiah just said, tipped it to himself and then comes down with it and spin move and gets in the end zone. Bulldogs up 20-0, 6:47 to go.
So after scoring the touchdown, Nash will be on for the point after attempt. And this one will
not
miss it wide left, just a little off. But the score is still 20-0 with 6:47 left in this fourth quarter. We will take a quick 30-second break, and when we come back, the Bulldogs will kick it off to the Cougars.
Speed Queen washers and dryers, built for commercial use and now available for the home, are designed to last over 10,400 cycles or 25 years. But if you're an overworked multi-kits 10 loads a week kind of laundry doer, these machines may only last 20 years, even with Speed Queen's commercial quality metal components. So, buy a Speed Queen knowing you may be in for a mere 20 years of continuous use.
See Singlestat Hardware, your do-it-best store in Lake Mills, or at singlestathardware.com.
20-0 is your score after the 22-yard touchdown reception from Nash Delger, as he will be on to kick it off to the Cougars. Last time he kicked it off to start this second half, it was a touchback.
Nash Delger to kick off for the Bulldogs.
They've got Starr back there as well as Eli Holmgard.
And Starr back deep for the Cougars.
Keep it away from Starr, I think.
I do believe that's probably the plan. And here's the kick from Delger. It's going to be received by Holmgard.
Nice.
Trying to get through the middle of the pack, and there is going to be not much there for him.
Zach Steeney, nice hit.
And it looks like Holmgard is down on the grass there.
Time out in the field for an injury.
Yeah, he's got the ball. That is the ball carrier, Holmgard there. He's been the guy with the main touches from the backfield tonight. Rose has been back there as well, but for the most part, it's been Holmgard.
It was a good hit. Couldn't really see it where, but you could hear it.
25-yard line is where he returned it to. So as they're tending to him, we'll take another break and come back for the defensive possession.
Speed Queen washers and dryers, built for commercial use and now available for the home, are designed to last over 10,400 cycles or 25 years. But if you're an overworked multi-kits 10 loads a week kind of laundry doer, these machines may only last 20 years, even with Speed Queen's commercial quality metal components. So, buy a Speed Queen knowing you may be in for a mere 20 years of continuous use.
See Singlestat Hardware, your do-it-best store in Lake Mills, or at singlestathardware.com.
Welcome back here. Starting from the 25 are the AGWSR Cougars. Here's the snap. It's going to be a rollout for Willems. Now he's going to make a man miss, throw it across his body. It's caught by the tight end, and he's going to fall down. He had a lot of grass in front of him. That's Easton Kearns, the receiver. Easton Kearns, a senior, on the catch.
Quarterback got away with the cardinal sin. Threw late and crossed his body back to the middle of the field. But
could have been a lot worse for the Bulldogs there.
There's a lot of space there.
Ball spotted at the 39, 1st and 10. Change that down marker. There we go. There we go. Trips to the left. And roll out to the left here for Willems. He's going to throw it wide of the intended receiver. Tristan Dennis, the junior, for the Cougars, was the intended man. Just a little out of his reach.
Yeah, they had, I don't know, they had two receivers there that ran the same pattern within about 3 yards of each other. Both outside receivers ran a 3 or 4 and out. And
probably not designed that way.
I don't think so. I would guess the inside receiver should have ran a little deeper, and so it'd have a couple different levels. And see if we can't pick one of those.
2nd and 10. Quick pass, now a pump fake, and tucking it and running is Willems. Swallowed up, now a flag comes in late, right where the ball carrier quarterback was brought down. And
might get a hold. I don't think there was a face mask, but maybe there was.
My dad indicates it's a face mask to see how good his eyes are.
Yep.
Penalty on the play.
You got good eyes.
Face mask on the Bulldogs. That'll be an automatic 1st down and a 15-yard penalty. So more of that penalty problems coming today for Lake Mills.
Bulldog defense has done a good job. They've really not allowed AGWSR to have hardly any sustained drives.
He's up 2nd and 1.
Took over on a short field once, but kept him out of the end zone. So
2nd and 1 is the ruling from the 48. Quick pass, slot in the air. Tip drill can't quite be grabbed as Jeremiah Jensen was just a couple lengths short of intercepting that one.
I think it was Austin Sini that batted it up in the air. Good job getting his hands up. They were trying to just get a little quick pop pass there.
Running a little slant action.
5:47 to go, fourth quarter.
3rd and 1 from the Cougar 48. Down by a score of 20-0.
3rd and 1.
Couple receivers out right. One to the left. He's looking into the backfield. That's going to be home guard. Makes a man miss. He's got some space down the sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Cross the 30-yard line of the Bulldogs down to the 27. 28 now. The official moves upfield 1 yard.
That time we did lose contain over there. I think our left corner kind of came in. And,
29-yard line.
They got to the edge there. A little swing pass, simple play, and big gain for the Cougars.
Home guard was the man that was injured on the return. It looked like just a cramp. And there, big play for him. Biggest play of the night for the Cougars. They're inside the Bulldog 30. Star in motion. That's going to be a false start as Star was moving left to right. Number 9, Tristan Dennis, flinching forward. That'll move him back 5. First penalty of the day, we believe, going against the Cougars. 1st and 15 now from the 34 of Lake Mills. Make the infraction, you get subbed out.
Three receiver set to the left. They like to do this roll, and they usually like to throw a little short pass here, but we'll see. Yep, here comes the roll.
Over to his left. Willems is looking behind the line of scrimmage, throws it up. It's a jump ball between Star and a couple defensive backs for the Bulldogs. Nobody is able to come up with it.
Good coverage.
2nd down now and 15. It was a replay first down after the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, Stilger brings up 2nd down and 15.
5:01 left in regulation here from Lake Mills. I'm Josiah Cleveland alongside Coach Bill Burns. 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown on the day so far for the Bulldogs. That's how they got here at this 20-0 lead. Quick pass to Star in the flat. He's not going to get a whole lot. Nash Delger there to get the stop. Give him a couple yards. That's about it.
Nash went through the defender to get to the ball carrier. That was a great play.
Star's got definitely a few pounds, a few inches on Nash, but Nash, the low man, wins and made a strong form tackle there. 3rd and 14.
4:27 to go, fourth quarter. 2 receivers to the top.
From the shotgun, Willems looking to his right. He's going to throw it right. Way overthrown and nearly intercepted on an athletic play there from Nash Delger. A lot more in that arm than I thought.
Yeah, that was a good ball, just overthrown.
4th and 14.
Star is the intended receiver.
I'm guessing they will go for it, obviously. Down by 20.
.412 left in the quarter. Huddle breaks. They've got 10 on the play clock. 3 receivers to the right. Now 5 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Willems rolls out. Throw is low. It's incomplete. Even if it was caught, it would have been well short as the receiver had to slide down to make the play at the 30. Turnover on downs for Lake Mills as they will take over at their own 33-yard line with just 4:10 left in the fourth quarter here.
I think Aiden Stendrud's night is done. He's got his knee brace off and helmet off, so it's good.
Get rested up for Central Springs. Handoff to Christensen.
It's up about 4.
Christensen on the carry up the middle. Gain is up to the 37. Roder on the tackle after about a 3-yard gain. Second down.
Give him 3 there. 2nd and 7. From the 37. Low snap. Pitch back to Price. One man's missed. And now up towards midfield where he's brought down. We're going to have a penalty flag down at the 34, 35-yard line. A couple penalty markers are down. As of now, though, the play will go for 12 yards pending the penalty.
Once we got that pitch phase going, they haven't really had an answer for it. So it's triple option football.
And here's the call. Holding on the Bulldogs. So that will negate the positive play. It'll be from the spot.
So 10 yards.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Moves it back to the 27.
2nd down, 17.
Still second down.
From the 27.
Bulldogs have had their share of penalties tonight.
Yes, they have. Helgeson in the shotgun. Will keep it. Not sure what happened there. He looked like he wanted to hand it off to Christensen, and then
I think that was just his read.
That was designed? Okay.
Yep, I think he pulled it and kind of turned sideways a little bit before he's going to get hit. He does not want to do that. 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, yeah. 5 yards on the
I think we'd be okay if we don't
quarterback
get a first
keeper.
down here, just letting the clock run, punt it away.
Helgeson now into positive rushing yards after that one. 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Handoff goes to Carter Christensen. He's got some space. He's across midfield. He'll be brought down. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Big run. 30 plus.
Line of scrimmage is at the 31, and the ball will be marked at the 43, so 17 plus 19
36.
36, yeah, 36-yard gain.
Over 160 yards for Carter tonight, 26 carries.
I can't do math. 36 is 140, 31, 161, yeah. 1st and 10 from the 43. Pitching back to Jeremiah Jensen. On the outside, far side, he'll be pushed out of bounds after a hard hit. There's that option pitch phase.
Yep.
And Jerry Jensen.
First carry of the night.
Yes, it is.
Tackled by Bo Starr in the play.
2nd and
Right at the 35. 2nd down and
2. 8-yard gain there.
So Carter's coming out of the game, well deserved for Carter Christensen.
Whoops.
I think that brings in Austin Steeney to the fullback position.
And we've got some pre-snap faults.
Quarterback was leaning.
About 3 guys that were moving at the same time.
Our center forgot to snap it.
Second is about 7.
So that'll bring them back 5 yards. 2nd and 7. Under 90 seconds left here in regulation.
Pretty quick game. Not even 9 o'clock yet.
Helgeson Waits to snap. There's more movement. This one on 88. That is...
I think it was 66.
Oh, 66. Okay. That is Austin Manis.
Yep.
There's no 88 on the roster. He jumped on that left side, so it'll 2 pre-snap penalties. Take 10 yards back. 2nd and 12 from the 45. .60 seconds left in regulation. This one will get pitched back to Landon Price. He has a freeway. Hesitation move, makes a man miss, pushed out of bounds. Price with a big gain. Helgeson did take a solid hit there. 22 on the carry there for Price.
Yeah, and your quarterback's got to be tough because he is going to get hit. He is going to get hit.
Nearing 200 yards for Price tonight. 82-yard rush helps that for sure.
Like we're in our victory formation, the best formation in football.
Absolutely. And there's the first knee down for Helgeson.
Do one more time.
They're going to let this play clock run all the way down. Or not all the way down, as they need to, as there's now 17 seconds left. One more knee down will finish up this ball game as the Bulldogs start their 2024 campaign off on a good note, pitching a 20-0 shutout and starting the season 1-0 with a victory over AGWSR Cougars.
Yep, good job by the defense, just solid all night long. Bulldog offense hurt him with the pitch phase there with long runs. Price had a great night, 178 yards, and then Carter Christensen as well, up over 160. So other than the penalties and a couple turnovers, good first night out.
You can identify him. You're in the press box.
All right, we're going to take about 2 minutes, get our bearings, and we'll have the Stentrud Insurance post-game show when we return. Stentrud
Stormy Seed? No.
There's no post-game. I apologize. That is for basketball. No post-game sponsor, but we will have our post-game show when we return.
I'm part of the 100%.
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 Hi, I'm Vanessa Kaler. A recent state survey asked NIAC students if we would recommend NIAC to family and friends, and the answer was 100% said yes, including me. NIAC is close to home, so I save money on housing, driving, and meals, but also the tuition is far less than if I'd started at a 4-year school. The instructors and advisors are supportive and helpful, and my credits will all transfer. I'm proud to say that I'm part of the 100% that says choose NIAC first.
Fall football games mean many things. At 4 City Ford, it means it's time for a new Ford vehicle. This is Brett Peterson. Our lineup of trucks and SUVs are great for tailgating at the games and can handle anything Mother Nature has to offer. Come see our great selection of F-Series trucks, Broncos, Edges, Escapes, and more. We can find any vehicle you want at your locally owned 4 City Ford, where customers send their friends, at the corner of 9 and 69 in 4 City or online at 4cityford.com.
Stentrud Insurance in Lake Mills, proudly serving clients since 1992. We offer a diverse range of insurance options and companies backed by staff that are devoted to you. Whether it's going through your EOBs and bills to make sure your bills are getting paid correctly, or a personal insurance review to make sure your property is up to current replacement cost levels, Stentrud Insurance is there for you. Stentrud Insurance, quality, service, and knowledge from one of the area's leading independent insurance providers.
MBT Bank is proud to watch our Lake Mills Bulldogs represent our school and communities. We look forward to seeing your accomplishments throughout the school year. Good luck to our Bulldogs all season long from MBT Bank in Lake Mills. MBT Bank proudly serves our communities in 9 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, partnering with our customers for all their personal, commercial, or agricultural needs. Where will you go with MBT? MBT Bank, member FDIC.
Confidently ensure your family's online world is safe with WCTA's Managed Wi-Fi and Security Plus. With additional parental controls, you can filter content, add time limits, and prioritize your network traffic for the tasks that matter. Monitor and protect with ease today. Download our WCTA Managed Wi-Fi app and get 3 months free of Security Plus. Call our office at 800-592-6105 to learn more. WCTA, we are your fiber internet provider.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here for the post-game show. Lake Mills with a 20-0 victory over AGWSR. Quickly touch on some stats here from the game. Hayden Helgeson was 2 for 7 for 34 yards and a touchdown with 1 interception. On the receiving end, both of those completions went to Nash Delger for those 34 yards and the touchdown. Highlight reel catch from Nash. A couple other targets went to... I need to update this. This is kind of an eyesore.
I think Brett and
Landon Price.
overtime, Josiah.
Landon Price and Jerry Jensen were the intended targets. And yes, it does look like that 8-8 overtime coming up here for West Hancock.
Not yet. They're not putting it on the 10, so...
It's got to be getting close there in the fourth quarter. They'll garner with the basketball, with the football at the West Hancock 40. For the Bulldogs, they had almost a pair of 200-yard rushers, definitely a pair of 150-yard rushers. Carter Christensen with 26 carries for $161 and a touchdown. Landon Price had 8 carries for 178 yards with 1 touchdown. Christensen's touchdown was a 3-yard score, and Price's was an 82-yard score. Hayden Helgeson with 9 carries for 0 total yards. As a team, 44 for 347. And for the total yards, of course, with the penalties getting knocked off later, not sure how many total penalty yards Lake Mills had, but unofficially 415 total yards of offense. Not too shabby for the first.
No, absolutely not.
Actually, that would be a 0.
So I had him for about 381 or so total.
Yeah, that would be a 0 here. I needed to update that.
So nonetheless.
Yes.
Nonetheless.
Very, very good on the offensive side. Defensively, we had the regulars doing their thing. Nash Delger had at least 3 tackles that I saw. Carter Christensen with 1. Austin Steeney had 1, including a TFL and a sack. Aiden Stentrud with 3 at least. I'm sure he had like 10. Tackle for loss as well. Wyatt Hanna was in the backfield constantly. 2 TFLs, 3 tackles for him. Josiah Keldall with 1 and Landon Christensen with 1, and that's just what I was able to knock down. Fumble recovery for Wyatt Hanna as well on the botched snap, and then Keldall had the recovery on the muffed punt as well. I believe then it ended up as a 2-2 turnover. Interception, fumble, Lake Mills, 2 fumbles.
Yep, you're right. So, yeah, so much improvement in the second half, cleaned up the mistakes. You know, for the most part, all night long, we were able to run the football, obviously very effectively. So, good first start. I think relatively healthy. You know, we talked a little bit about Aiden, or we talked a lot about Aiden. He's such a good football player, and you know, he did play some in the second half. So hopefully he can. Nothing serious came out of that, and get some rest over the path next week. And other than that, I think came out of a pretty good shape injury-wise, and so did AGWSR. So that's good.
That's
good.
what you like to see as well. And starting it as a 1-0 team next week down in Manly on Friday against the Panthers of Central Springs. We will have a pregame starting at 6:45 with the kickoff starting at 7 p.m. Central Springs and Newman Catholic doing battle tonight. So we'll see probably tomorrow who end up coming out on top in that one. We'll see if both teams are 1-0 or if the Panthers are 0-1.
Newman gave us a they didn't have a good year last year. They only won 2 games, but remember that game we got out way in front and kind of had to hang on.
That was
fourth quarter,
a nerve-wracking second
so.
half for sure. But first week in the books, and the Bulldogs are 1-0 to start the year. Final score 20-0 over AGWSR. For Bill Burns, I'm Josiah Cleveland. Thank you for tuning in here on KIW.com. Stay with us for volleyball on Thursday here for Lake Mills, and then more football next Friday. Thank you.